What's up guys, my name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be taking a look at the top 100 Minecraft mods of all time. 100 groundbreaking mods that changed the game and are highly memorable and nostalgic, or innovating. This video will be broken down into a series of 10 parts, each in a top 10 style format with 10 mods, with this one being part 8. Let's begin. Vic's Modern Warfare. Perhaps one of the best 3D gun mods of all time on Minecraft, the Modern Warfare mod adds a series of high quality 3D modelled guns, with handcrafted reload animations, muzzle flashes, and particle effects to make Minecraft have FPS style game systems. You can access an attachment system, which uses the attachments contained in your inventory to add them in a modular fashion onto the weapon, letting you cycle through sights and scopes, and add and change laser sights and grips which can be toggled. This is also the same for silencers and the ability to be able to change the skin livery of the gun itself. Certain weapons can have certain attachments on them and some cannot. There's selective fire mode on some weapons to switch from auto to semi-auto or single shot for an example, and magazines can be reloaded and unloaded or filled with ammo. Backpacks can be used for extra storage for the abundance of gear available through the mod, and the vest grants a level of protection to the player from ballistics damage. You can also use night vision with the night vision goggles. This lets you toggle it on or off. As for other weapons, there's not just range ones. You can use a series of nades such as frags and impact nades. There's also some melee weapons. These have both a light and a heavy attack, with the heavier being slower but dealing far more damage, and each of these animations are custom and different to one another. Tropicraft. Adding a beautiful tropical dimension that's beach themed, Tropicraft adds a series of tropical items, village types, and special gear pieces and fishing loot. You'll find brand new mobs in the world, as well as many natural resources that are mineable. One nice thing is the addition of entirely custom music tracks, which come in the form of music discs which can be played on the jukebox. Underwater, in the crystal blue water, you'll find animals like narwhals or sea urchins, as everything is beautiful. With many custom biomes, it's time to make a drink and set up a deck chair and sit down in the sun. Just make sure to avoid those new tropical creeper variants, which might take you by surprise from behind. TekTopia. TekTopia is a revolutionary mod that brings an entire overhaul to NPC villages. Just like mods previously mentioned, like Millionaire and Mine Colonies, TekTopia expands the life of villagers by letting them be more productive and get more jobs done, allowing for a unique style of village to be witnessed. You can even build your own village and watch it grow in the mod, letting you see new villagers coming to inhabit it and work on its land, with farmers tilling the ground, lumberjacks chopping the trees, and more useful agents and workers like the guards who will protect the village. With a collection of more than 20 different professions and 18 unique structures which make your village more bustling, this mod is very unique. In a village you can have up to 100 plus workers as they collect and build using products which they will gather. You can resell these products for emeralds to wandering merchants. Those that you use can be spent on expanding your village with new professions and structures. With children and male and female citizens, they'll go through an in-depth leveling system which evolves over time, affecting their education and training. To add more danger, the evil necromancer and his army will try to invade your new haven, so protect it at all costs. Replay mod. The replay mod lets you record and relive moments of gameplay, allowing you to share them later or use for editing. This mod is a super powerful tool which is amazing to create cinematic shots and trailers or get a different perspective. The mod is very unique in the sense that it has a built-in video creator which lets you cycle through the replay's frames and zoom in and out or pan the camera to the desired position, letting you record or take higher quality screenshots via the menu, which it will then output to the default screenshots folder. If you want the perfect clip, the replay mod is a must-have. It's a mod that I was stubborn for a long time to try to learn, but it's worth doing so. You can create some really impressive camera paths for an impressive look. Pam's HarvestCraft. HarvestCraft is a mod for the purpose of making the player eat more variations of food, balancing the food restoration system, and offering a lot more in terms of the content for food and farming. This mod brings 80 brand new crops, such as cotton, which can be made into string, 6 garden bushes which you can find to harvest crops, over 50 different special trees that bear luscious fruit or similar items, 90 new fish types which can be caught, a simple beekeeping system utilizing various honey and wax resources, and a collection of over 1400 new items and food. Many of the vanilla foods are rebalanced in HarvestCraft, and there's nice little features like a well block which makes infinite water sources just more immersive looking. There's a market block where you can buy seeds and saplings or bone meal and spawn eggs for the farm animals that you need. There's a shipping block for selling crops, meats, fish and beekeeping items, and so many more awesome features to run a farm or some kind of food production unit. Minecraft comes alive. Minecraft villagers, love them or hate them, they're not amazingly interesting. Minecraft Comes Alive is all about taking those villagers and then replacing them entirely with more visually appealing humans of various races and looks, with better interactions and dialogue options, as well as possibilities such as marriage and their ability to have babies, for an example. Using over 250 unique and custom skins for the various male and female villagers, you can chat to them and offer them work by hiring them or give them gifts of affection. Talking to them will raise your reputation to improve your relationship with them, letting you marry them or be more familiar. You can then have children, or the villagers can themselves. This system lets the children grow up over time and become an adult who can have lives of their own. This mod also works for those who want to roleplay and marry other players and have children, or have a more realistic village system that's more complex and interactive, especially in the earlier versions of Minecraft where village systems are even more simple. Morph. The Morph mod lets you take on the role of a shapeshifter, assuming the shape and the abilities of the different mobs that you'll encounter when playing the game. This works in a way that you will gain their appearance by absorbing the essence of any mob that you defeat, adding to your collection of skins or looks, so to speak. You can become practically any mob in the game here, supporting many custom creatures and mobs from other mods too. Using the menu to cycle through your preferred appearance, you can then transform into that entity. Most morphs don't really provide too much, although some may have some benefits or drawbacks, such as the zombie, which is mostly only playable during the night, as you will burn in the day of course. Well, now we know how those monsters that burn in the daylight feel. Epic Siege mod. Mobs and monsters at nighttime are perhaps the biggest threat and danger posed to you as the player, especially when you're simply just starting out. With the Epic Siege mod though, all mobs are now increasingly more dangerous and pose a much greater threat than previously was the case. These mobs almost have a thirst for wiping you out. They'll go to extreme lengths to make sure you don't survive, and in some ways, it's even somewhat unfair and also kind of creepy. The awareness radius is now much different. Creepers can breach through walls and barricades, and they're even pre-primed, meaning they'll detonate immediately and then spread napalm fire around them, and if that wasn't scary enough, there are even creeper jockeys. Beds won't change the time of day, so there's no escaping the night in this circumstance. Skeletons, if not already annoying, now also have sniper-like precision and accuracy. Endermen don't just teleport towards you in this mod, they teleport you towards them. When a zombie defeats a player, that player will turn into an infected mob that will rise after they die. These mobs will wipe villagers and their villagers out just as quickly, making raids from pillagers not their only concern. Zombies will dig down and pillar up to you, making base design crucial, hence why a sky base might be on the cards here, especially since spiders not only climb but they web their targets to the ground, and all of the mobs will evade attacks where possible and swim, so good luck with hiding away underwater, because that's just not possible anymore. BetterPortals. Entering a nether portal for the first time is absolutely awesome, and it feels all the more nostalgic and magical jumping straight into the end too. But what if the portals didn't shroud what was on the other side? What if these portals perfectly blended both worlds together, acting as simply a rift that lets you see exactly what was on the other side, and better yet, offered a way to skip those annoying loading screens? Well, this mod does exactly that. It makes transitioning through portals when traveling so immersive, and better yet, it also works for the portals of various mods, like those of the dimensions from AbyssalCraft, the Aether, and also the Twilight Forest. Archimedes Ships. Using this mod, you can create large ships that are entirely self-designed and made out of building blocks, which you can use to sail the sea on. The nice utility of the mod is that it supports airships to soar through the skies with too. Using a ship's helm attached to any structure that you deem to be ship-worthy, you can turn it into a sailable structure. You can use gauges to keep an eye on the velocity and the direction that you are facing. This mod was extremely revolutionary for its time, and it allowed for way more more creativity for movable vehicles, which had always been mostly linear in scope and shape for the longest time before it. This mod is absolutely amazing, and there's so much potential in what you can create and develop using it. Those huge pirate ships that you build on your server, well, you can now make them actually functional. And that concludes part 8 of the top 100 Minecraft mods of all time. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss part 9 and so you can be part of the channel before we hit 100,000 subscribers. Comment below with your favourite of these 10 mods which I featured in part 8 and why you liked that one the most. And also comment your favourite Minecraft mods of all time too for the chance for those to be featured. And for behind the scenes looks of videos before they get released, follow me on Instagram at thebluecrusader. Thanks for watching. YouTube says 97% of you are not subscribed, so if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications and slap the like button for more Minecraft mod videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.